So we're getting ready to put a top on. This is November, what's it today? November 6th. I'm getting ready to put a top on. My dad's out to help. We've got a bunch of hoops and stuff. We're going to try to make some rings and then drape a cloth over the top. So we're going to make a bridge down the middle with these wood pieces. And yeah, away we go. Hey Dad. Well, we got the center brace done. We're getting started with the hoops. So we'll film getting one going here. So this is the top. I switched to iPhone because the other battery died. But basically we've got some tops. It looks pretty good everywhere. There's a little bit of a droop here, but just got to get it a little bit more straight. So it's getting close. Hi everybody, this is the project rundown for the winter season. So I thought I'd give you a before and middle shot here of just the, I guess that'd be the starboard side of the boat. It's a 1975 Hughes 35.5 foot, I think it's a 1500, they call it North Star 1500. And it had the original inside, original engine, all that kind of thing. And after I had done a lot of research on the, I guess, rules and regulations and proper setup of propane and, you know, gas inside the boat, I just didn't like the risk of it all. So what I decided to do was take the engine out and replace it with electric, and then I wanted to change my all of my galley stove and whatnot over to like induction and basically electric. In doing so, I've got to remove the gas tank. So taking out the gas tank, of course, showed that, oh, there was some rot on the floor, on the cabin sole. So I said, well, let me go check that out. And then it said, well, I better check the actual floors themselves, which is under the cabin sole. And when I took a look at that, it was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to gut it and start over. And then I'd be able to better maximize the space that I'm looking to use, be more efficient in how I lay out the cabin, and at the same time I'd be able to kind of get myself prepared for doing my engine conversion over to electric. So this is what I'm going to be doing over the winter season, and right now I'm just getting it to the point of being totally empty in the cabinet. And so the subsequent video here is going to be just kind of going over and giving you some quick clips at what I've been doing. Well, was it November 12th? Here's my disaster. I don't know, I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking, am I crazy? But I've got a project that I'm going to start documenting underway. I'm going to get the other camera because with the wide angle lens I think it'll do a better job, so the next video will have that. So this is what I'm building. So this is the way that I want the interior to look. And another viewpoint from here. And what I've got is kind of like this old 1975 finish with these molds, and I mean they're all right, but one of my problems is that with the settee here and another settee on this side, I have a lot of seating, and there's just not enough storage space. The galley is over here on this side. Right now I redid it to have a lot more storage space underneath because I really like storage. I just don't have enough in here, and I don't actually have a second cabin. So under the hull on that side, it's been boarded up, and there's a big space in there where I could build a quarter berth in the back here, or even even a double, I think, depending upon how I did it. I'm going to be changing the engine over to electric. Right now I got my, you hear the diesel heater going, that's the vent for it. But essentially this engine's coming out, and I'm going with a electric, so this old atomic force coming out. So my space requirements is a lot smaller. Like all I need is about this much space here for the engine, so everything behind is going to get freed up space-wise. So I started on the starboard side, captain's table, and pulling out the side thing, the mold here, which is basically just a gap with a shelf to throw things on, so you couldn't sort or anything. I just want doors, lots more storage, and then this is going to be the galley here. So basically the stove will be here, the sink will be here, and then this will actually become the bathroom, and then over here a shower. So this corner is going to become shower and head, and this here is going to get all freed up. I'm going to build out the settee a little bit more, so there'll be an extra kind of like a chaise style seat that comes out here, and I'm going to set that back a little bit, and then also put some of the similar cupboards over on that side, because right now I've got this gap behind the seat and I just throw stuff there and it looks gross, and it's just full of basically excuse my language, full of crap. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now, and I just pulled this down, which had my electrical panel, and I'm going to start diagnosing what wires I need and which ones I don't, and slowly rewire this, so stay tuned. Okay, so I'm working on getting this tank out, and what I did was I just ran a line here to my tank. You can see the air bubbles go in, so I just turned the pump on and I'm just going to pump it out. Figured that's got to be the simplest way rather than draining it. So that's what I'm doing right now. Next step, drain gas tank, then get the gas tank out. So yeah, it seems to be working alright. With the multi-tool here, basically trimming up things. This tool works wonders. So basically just go around the fiberglass to get the boards out. Too simple, so the next one I'll do it. Well, it's going alright. I just got to get behind those batteries. And yeah, side's coming along. Looks like we had a rotten board here, under here. Some water from the bilge got in. Taking out the last board here, so I'm still using my... Well, this is going in fast mode here. Just wanted to comment that all of these bulkheads were fiberglassed in by taped corners here, so I had to go with the multi-tool and basically cut out all of the tape on both sides of the half bulkheads and anywhere there was some plywood tied into the side of the hull. Took a while. Let's get one. Oh, I gotta do the other side on that side too. So I'll just check back in a minute. And then after you chop it, you gotta go on both sides, but then you rig it up, and she comes right out. And this is why people who do electricity or electric work and don't follow standards confuse the crap out of things. It took me forever to figure out, okay, which black cable, and then if you look here, he actually put the red on the ground side of this little plate for the master termination plate there. So I don't know why he did that. you've got a black one right here. Like, I guess maybe it was a bit short or something, but like, why didn't you just use this black one instead of making it red? So I had to trace it all and figure out which one was the red one and which one was the common ground. And you can see here, I was wondering when I hooked up my battery for the first time, it's like, why the hell would he use a red one? Well, that's why. Basically underneath everything, he had strung up this red one. So, total waste of time. Well, we're getting there. We got starboard side cleared out, and I'm about halfway done. I just got the galley cupboards here left to take out. This is one of the reasons why I'm tearing it apart. I need to fix these things here. If you listen, that thing is rotten. So I'm going to pull this up, and then I'm going to give that a sanding and then reattach these things. They're like solid, but I think they're rotten on the inside, some of them. So when you can hear, that one's hollow. So I'm going to just take one out at a time and then put some styrofoam, like foam core it basically, or maybe even wood core it, I don't know. Once I get the floor off, I'll look at how it's kind of put together. I think it's just strung across and then glassed in, so it shouldn't be too difficult, but pain in the ass to get at, because this floor hasn't been lifted up since, you know, probably when the boat was built, 1975. So that's a few years. I've taken stuff off, but it's going pretty quick. I got the port side halfway done, the settee all out of here pretty quick. That only took about a few hours. That took a couple of days. So I think the galley is going to be the complicated side, and I'm actually going to take it back underneath the cockpit. So basically I'm going to make that another cabin back there, a quarter berth slip-in cabin. So next video, not very good. So basically I'm just taking chunks of wood here, just totally saturated.